in 16 minutes of basketball.
And that's a product of Burrillville's stifling defense, especially when Shea has slowed things down into a half-court offense.
Also, Burrillville 1 for 10 shooting behind the three-point line as well.
In the lane, spinning, getting a shot blocked by Ayot is Matanmi.
I like what Shea did right there, too. Coming out of the half, let's go inside and try to establish ourselves.
Kicking off the half for the Raiders. It's Sosa, Ogatuga, Matanmi, and Reyes Serrano, the 5 on the floor for the Raiders. Burrillville has its starting 5 on the floor, and we'll give you those in just one moment. From the elbow, tough shot for Jaden White. Won't fall, he gets his own rebound, and as the ball punched out from behind, it'll be Broncos basketball, 34 on the shot clock.
Again, Shea very athletic on the defensive end, not allowing Burrillville any penetration.
White with the basketball, had a team-high 6 points in the first half for Burrillville.
Totally different vibe for Burrillville from last year, where they were run out of the building by Portsmouth early.
Knoyer pulling up, takes a jumper, too strong off the rim, rebounded there by Matanmi, and up the court comes Reyes Serrano.
Good job by Matanmi. No second chances, and there's a steal by White.
White looking behind him, maybe for some help. Up fakes a defender, takes a jumper off the back iron.
Great rebound by Serrano, too. He went up to get that one.
And as he brings the ball across the timeline, he gets fouled by Jaden White. That'll be his first foul of the second half.
Frustration foul right there by Jaden. He got picked and after turning the ball over and then hustling back, picks up the foul.
Reyes Serrano with the right-hand dribble. Sosa gives it back for Serrano. Catch and shoot. 3-ball from the corner, won't fall. White will grab the rebound for the Broncos and bring it up court.
This is a deep 3.
That was NBA 3. Forget college. It was beyond the college line. Good steal there, and then a return steal by White. He's going to take it strong to the hole and get the basket. 8 points for Jaden White. Cuts the lead to 1. Shea 19, Burrillville 18. We're down at 6 minutes to go in the third quarter.
That was all hard on that play, all hustle, motor. White had the ball stripped. Great defensive play by Avora, but White outlasted him.
Avora, deep 3, won't go. Good job by Hedquist cleaning the glass with some Windex for the Broncos, and up comes Jaden White.
Hedquist for 9 rebounds unofficially.
White working one-on-one against Sosa. Ayot driving baseline. Dribbles all the way through. Hedquist in the lane. Up. Out. Rebound by Ayot. Falls down, but he got tripped. So it'll be a end line trigger for the Broncos. We'll see who the Shea foul is on. It'll be against Isaac Ogatuga, his third, team's first. And we're going to get a timeout from Coach Stephen DeMeo. A 30-second timeout. We'll take one with him. Shea 19, Burrillville 18. Third quarter, 5:25 left. As you mentioned, Marty, a good 30-second timeout there by Stephen DeMeo. Kind of settle your players down, defensively especially. Let's just you may be getting a little too ahead of yourself here just start the second half.
Right, and something there too is something we saw Burrillville just do. They spread Shea out defensively. They've been in very good help defense all the way through, whether it be zone or in man. And that time, they spread them out enough to the last guy standing was Matanmi, and they drew the foul.
So to the line for two will be Elijah Diallo.
Right, it said it was on the ground.
Oh, no, sorry. He was standing on the I didn't look to the end line where Knoyer is triggering in for Ayot. Blows by his defender. We're going to get an offensive foul. Did he wrap his arm around? Yes, he did. And that's an offensive foul. I don't agree with that, Marty.
Yeah, here's where that third official comes into play, where all year you play with two, and obviously it's not easy being an official, and we're not knocking them, but looked like AI got clean by him right there. With the way the flow of the game's been going on, that hasn't been called yet today.
5:16 to go, third quarter. Ogatuga driving hard to the lane. Jump stop, jumper won't fall. Knoyer coming back the other way for the Broncos.
Ogatuga never got the chance to turn his body fully around there.
3 for Jaden White, won't fall. Ogatuga with the rebound. Outlets for Sosa. Sprinting into the lane at the ball knocked out of him, and Knoyer comes back the other way for the Broncos. Knoyer looking to go coast to coast. Tries to give the ball up. It's deflected right back to him, and he'll regain possession. Splits the double team. Tries to kick it out. Ogatuga with the steal, but then he traveled before he outletted. It'll be Broncos basketball, 4:41 to go here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I thought Knoyer in transition probably should have given that ball a little bit earlier. He had guys ahead, and the defense was just sagging back. I know you tell you guys, go till you get stopped, but pushing that ahead in that instance probably would have been beneficial to Burrillville.
Bergen, who just checked in, will handle the ball for the Broncos. Diallo, down low for Hedquist, on the block. He's going to get fouled and go to the line for two. Matanmi's first.
Yeah, Hedquist, Matami kind of bailed him out there. As Hedquist seemed to be losing his feet under the basket, and he kind of tripped a little bit, got him one more head fake, got Matami in the air, and he gets rewarded with a pair of free throws.
Smart play by Hedquist. He wasn't officially facing the basket, but he knew enough that Matami was going to be aggressive and went up anyway. But you got to hit the free throw to kind of reward yourself. Gomes will check in. Matami will check out. Gomes with 2 fouls.
Both athletic directors John Abadi and assistant AD Dave Sheen behind the Burrillville bench, and Shea athletic director Dino Campobiano behind their bench.
5 points for Hedquist after the made free throw. We're tied up at 19. 4:23 to go, third quarter. Here in the RIIL Boys Division II Final. Strong to the hole, getting the layup is Victor Gomes. His first 2 points of the afternoon.
Victor Gomes in foul trouble, came off the bench and makes a difference right away to give the Raiders the lead.
With an athletic team like this, as you mentioned, Marty, you give someone that little bit of daylight, they're going to take advantage of it. Diona, Hedquist, baseline jumper, won't go. The rebound was grabbed by Ayot. He tried to save it, but he stepped out of bounds. It'll be Shea basketball, 3:52 to go, third quarter.
A good hustle by Ayot there, just trying to keep that ball alive, but he was out of bounds right in front of the official. And again, if you're Burrillville, you've only given up 21 points in close to 20 minutes, so your defense is doing its job. But they got to find something offensive. If you're Shea, you got to find a way to control the defensive boards that allow you to run.
Sosa. Gomes. Back for Sosa. Backing his defender down. Spins baseline. Puts it up. Won't go. Ball loose. We're going to get a tied up basketball to remain with Shea. Nope. Now they're going to.
The arrow was pointing towards Shea.
It is going to remain Shea. 3:32 to go here, third quarter. Reset on the shot clock. So that's one of the major. We talked about differences at the beginning of the day between the NCAA and the RIIL. But first, Avora's shot in the lane gets blocked. Sosa, basket. Nope, we're going to get a travel. No, an offensive foul against Avora. Sosa, that's his first.
He's getting a little physical right now, and Souza kind of drove to the basket. Might have used his arm as an arm bar. Wasn't in our sight of view. And the official right on top of it made the call.
So I know in the NCAA that's been a point of reference for officials looking for that chicken wing arm bar extension. And that's what the official kind of signaled when he blew the whistle. Hedquist in the lane, spinning in the low block. Gets it up and in. What a move by Hedquist. He's got 7. Burrillville ties the game at 21 with 3 minutes to go, third quarter.
Great presence and run right there by Michael Hedquist. He's more under control that time. That kind of goes back to that Dean Ayot foul with the hook that they're watching hands now.
Evora, clean pass to the hoop. He misses. And then Gomes steps out of bounds. It'll be Broncos basketball. And you can hear the Burrillville faithful behind us go crazy 2:49 to go, third quarter. Broncos with the basketball.
Yeah, I mean, they fought their way back into this game. We're kind of at the end of the second quarter, trailing by 8. They got to within 3, and it's a one-possession game. And so far, they've outscored the Raiders 5-2 here in the third quarter.
Spinning but traveling is Ayot, and it'll be Shea basketball. It was an opportunity for Burrillville to take its first lead of the game, and instead we're still tied at 21, 2:34 and rolling to go third quarter.
You got to mentally stay focused on what your task is and not get caught up in anything that's going on.
Dropped in the lane, up, no basket, but Victor Gomes will go to the line for 2. It's a foul against Ayot. That's his third.
So Victor Gomes making his presence felt right away. He hit the hoop to tie it back up at 21. Excuse me, make it 21-19. And now picks up the foul on Ayot.
Misses badly on the first free throw. Jordan Mendez will check in. Elijah Avora will take a rest for Shea.
I'm trying to see who that foul is on.
And they're going to change it and say it was. I'm not sure what they were signaling. There is no 22 on the Burrillville roster. Second free throw well off. Hedquist grabs the rebound, outlets for Canoyer. Right hand dribble. Down low for Diona. He gets hammered as he tries, Diallo, gets hammered as he goes up, and he'll go to the line for 2.
This will be on Gomes, which I believe is his third.
It is number 3 for Gomes. 4th team foul this half for Shea. Burrillville has 3. 2:08 to go here, third quarter. Opportunity to take its first lead, and there it is. Diallo hits the free throw. Point number 4 for the junior swing, Diallo. Misses the second free throw. Good strong rebound by Matanmi. Raiders come back, trailing for the first time this game, 22-21. 2 minutes to go, third quarter.
Again, Shea has not had the opportunity to get out and run. Yeah, 4 points in transition, the one to open the game.
Good job by Reyes Serrano. He had that quick first step and then attacked the basket to give Shea a lead again, 23-22. 6 points for Reyes Serrano. Hedquist up top for Ayot. Skip pass on the block for Hedquist. Backing his defender down. Gets double teamed, tries to split it. What a block by Matanmi. Back the other way goes Reyes Serrano, lays it up, can't get it. And here comes Jaden White pushing the action the other way for the Broncos. Coast to coast, off the glass, offensive foul. Good job by Jordan Mendez, staying put outside the semicircle, and he gets crashed into for the foul.
Yeah, White had his mind went up when he crossed half court what he was doing. He had Diallo ahead of him on the left block, who was exhorting, give me the ball, give me the ball. And what a great job by Jordan Mendy to set the guy up. And that's stuff that motivates teams when, you know, the bench and gets you energized when you throw your body on the line for your teammates.
Charles Bergen will check in. Jaden White will check out for the Broncos, who just picked up his third foul. Shea 23, Burrillville 22, final 64 seconds of the third quarter. We're going to get a foul underneath against Hedquist before anything else happens. That's his first, team's 5th.
Right away, D9 went to him and said, how many is that on you? And he just said, no, that's only one. I'm good. He put up one finger.
63 seconds to go. Off the inbound, Gomes for Souza. Souza, good up fake by Reyes Serrano, steps inside, jumper won't fall. Matami tried to fight for it. He and teammate Victor Gomes collided, and the ball goes out of bounds. Broncos basketball, 54.8 on the clock.
So noticeable difference here in the last minute or so. Shea's exerting itself more on both ends of the boards, both offensively and defensively.
Canoyer looking for a screen from Ayotte. Instead, takes the ball himself to the lane, kicks out. Diallo lofts it toward the baseline and unable to control it is Bergen, but that was on Diallo. Diallo just kind of lofted it over there like a quarterback throwing it to the back corner of the end zone.
Yeah, credit Shea's defense again. In the trip before, I meant to bring over like Michael Hedquist. He put the move on, scored, went the exact same move last time and got blocked. So now's where you have to make sure all your counter moves are ready. You got to be quick, but not in a hurry.
3-second differential between the game clock and the shot clock. 28 seconds left in the quarter. Reyes Serrano on the near wing, crossing over, steps back, takes a three, short. Hustling to the corner is Mendez, but it'll be out of bounds, and it'll be Burrillville basketball, and I'm assuming they'll hold for the last shot here with 18.8 seconds to go. Jaden White will check in. He'll replace Charles Bergen, the offensive replacement for the substitution here for Coach Kevin Randall.
Yeah, I think, whatever you want to do, when you get to 10, whatever set you have, you decide to run. Under 10-9, that's when you really want to start to go. Shea's picking up man-to-man, kind of just ragging the ball, just slowing them down enough. But regardless, you still have the last chance shot opportunity.
Final 7 seconds. Canoyer pulls up, straightaway three, short, off the iron, won't go. 2-1, and he's just holding on to it. Late shot gets off. That's going to be well off by Jose Reyes Serrano. End of 3 for home here. Fourth and final quarter of regulation, we'll call it. 8 minutes up on the board. Both teams scoring just 6 points in that quarter. Shea 23, Burrillville 22. Burrillville starts the quarter with the basketball.
Yeah, we had talked that you figure you score 6 and 4 points respectively as an unforced error, that you had a shot to win a game, but again, it's both defenses are really stepping up here. If you're Burrillville, you still have to try to control that Shea run that at some point, if you're Shea, hope comes.
Marty, are you surprised that since probably midway through the second quarter, Shea has taken to a half-court offense as opposed to try to use its athleticism?
Yeah, but I am. And I think, though, that, again, you got to credit Burrillville for controlling the boards, where even offensively they're trying to jump to the outlet to not allow anybody to get going and kind of slow Shea down a little bit.
Second foul on Matanmi on that loose ball. 5th team foul, so both teams with just one foul to give before putting the other in a bonus here. White traveled, yes he did, before he put the ball on the floor, and Burrillville had the basketball, and for the second time this quarter turns it over.
Now, I alluded to earlier, empty trips. Now, it's a one-possession game. Every trip matters. Beginning of the game, coming out of quarters where your defense is doing its job, you're going to get something out of it. Get to the free throw line, get a point, get a bucket. Because instead of chasing, now you're ahead and making the other team chase you.
Avora driving the lane, drops it off. We're going to get a tied-up basketball. It'll remain with Shea. 22 on the shot clock. 7:11 to go here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, the only difference now in the shot clock, RIIL, under 20 kick goes back to 20. 20 and above, it stays where it is.
Off the inbound, Matanmi kicks out. It's Avora. Drives baseline, tries to kick out. Good Burrillville defense, and it's Diallo coming back the other way. Skip pass for White. Pulls up at the three-point line, defers. Hedquist driving the lane, kick out. Canoyer for three, too strong. Ball up, good rebound there by Ogatuga. That was unfortunate there. The Canoyer tried to get that ball, but he jumped a little too early.
Great follow.
Offensive putback by Sosa. He's got 7 points. Shea by 3. Still a one-possession game. 25-22. 6:34 to go here, fourth quarter.
Yeah, great job by Sosa just following up that miss. Burrillville fell asleep on the boards that time, and that's what getting out will do for you.
Underneath is Ayotte, and then immediately after, Coach Kevin Randall calls a full timeout for Burrillville. Shea 25, Burrillville. Alongside Marty Crowley, George Bannister, our esteemed producer Tom Felice, Steve Kirk on camera, Don Boyle at home, making sure everything goes smoothly. Step back three of Avora, and he connects First points of the second half coming a big-time moment here in the fourth quarter. 28-24 Shea, 6:01 to go here, fourth quarter.
Boy, coming out of that timeout that Burrillville called. Nice, just jump behind the screen and step back three.
White on the return pass, try to match it, can't get it to fall. Ogatuga the rebound, the outlet up ahead for Sosa now. Reyes Serrano up top for Abora, who barks out the offensive play. Gets a screen, dribbling with the left hand, cross-court pass, trying to get to Reyes Serrano. Canoyer with the steal. He tried to outlet up ahead. There was nobody out there. He stepped out of bounds anyway, so it doesn't matter. 5:28 to go here, fourth quarter. Shea by 4, 28-24.
I think Shea's trying to run as they ran left sideline that time. Credit Bartle for getting back in defense.
We talked at the top of the broadcast about Shea playing on back-to-back days. It's not really, doesn't really happen often during tournament time. The RIIL likes to give the players a break between days, but because of the snow and ice storm, they were forced to play yesterday. DeMeo said, we're not going to be tired. We're going to run all day long. I like to call shenanigans on that. Down underneath, fighting his way to the basket is Gomes. He'll get fouled. He'll go to the line for 2. Foul is on Hedquist. That's his second.
And Michael Hedquist trying to plead his case with the officials, saying my hands were up the whole time. But all you got to do is just a slight bend. You move your hips underneath and try to walk somebody out. You're going to get that call.
Off the back iron. Your hands were up, but you did hip check the offensive player, and that's
right.
the foul. And the only reason, the only reason why I'm calling shenanigans on Stephen DeMeo is we talked about this during the break. Shea isn't running their up-tempo offense right now. They're more than happy to stay in a half-court offense here, which they don't really do. They like to push the action, and why not? You got a floor full of and a bench full of athletes that you are able to do that with. And so they're running basically a game that Burrillville likes to control, and this is why it's only a 5-point game here with 5 minutes left.
They matched their largest lead of the game at 5.
Canoyer bounces off a defender, drives the lane strong, up, under. Oh, that didn't go in. Ball loose, grabbed there by Matanmi. Drops it back for Reyes Serrano, who says, let's slow down.
A good move that time by Canoyer. Did everything but finish.
Ball had a lot of English coming off the glass, and it just rolled off the rim. 4:30 to go, fourth quarter. Reyes Serrano, right-hand dribble, all the way to the hole. Drops it back for Ogatuga, who gets his first 2 points of the game.
High pick and roll is what they scored right there. Kevin Randall seeing up. He'll take a full timeout.
We'll take one as well. Shea, 31, coming up with the win. And after this game, we'll have LaSalle Academy and Classical in what should be a wonderful nightcap to this triple head.
Yeah, the number 1 and 2 seed. Everybody kind of waiting for them to fight their way through, and they did. We'll see a lot of talented athletes in that game. None less athletic than Marquise Buchanan, who'll be going to URI to play football.
3 from White. Off the set, and he'll connect. 11 for White. Leads all Broncos scorers. Cuts the lead to 4, 31-27. 4 minutes to go.
A good set play coming out of the timeout by Coach Randall. Stops a little 6-0 run by the Raiders.
Pass is stolen by Ayotte. He's going to go coast to coast, go to the glass, and get the layup.
Broncos with life again, back to within 2, just like that.
31-29, Shea over Burrillville. 3:37 to go, fourth quarter. We'll call it regulation. And now a steal by Canoyer. Ball comes loose, and we're going to get a foul against Canoyer.
Tough call. You're on the floor hustling for the basketball.
Oh, no, they're going to call it on Ayotte. That's his 4th.
It's 1-on-1 as well. You still play aggressive with 4. You just got to play smart with 4 is what you got to do.
We saw in the first game Mount Hope's player with 4 fouls played smartly and was able to close the game without fouling out. Matanmi hits the front end of the 1-and-1. Pushes the lead to 3. It's still a 1-possession game, 32-29. Matanmi trying to make it a 2-possession game with this free throw. He can't do it. Hedquist with the rebound, fights for it, comes away with it. Ayotte outlets for Knoyer. The entire Shea coaching staff yelling at their players to get back. Knoyer in the lane, all alone. He misses the layup. He blew it.
Yeah, I think he was waiting for something. He was waiting to get blocked, and again, too much spin on that ball by Knoyer.
Avora will leave for Reyes Serrano, and Knoyer punches it out, goes to the basket, misses the layup, but he'll go to the line for two.
That's a good foul by Reyes Serrano. Don't give the layup up this late. Make him earn those points. Good job by Knoyer. After, that's the thing that Wesley is. After making a play on one end, he comes back and makes the plays on the defensive end.
Reyes Serrano's first, team 6. So the next foul that Shea commits away from the basketball will put Burrillville in the bonus. Knoyer trying to cut this lead to at least 2, hopefully 1 for Burrillville. It's down to 2. And we're going to get a 30-second timeout from Coach Stephen DeMayo. That's his last 30-second timeout. 3:05 to go, fourth quarter. Shea 32, Burrillville 30. We'll take a quick timeout with them. Smart, great basketball IQ there from the senior guard, punching that ball out away from Reyes Serrano.
Well, that's stuff you can't teach guys to do it. Either you got it or you don't.
5 points for Knoyer. Lead is down to 1 for Shea. 32-31. Final 3 minutes of regulation here from the Murray Center.
See if Shea goes high pick and roll.
They do, taking it all the way to the basket by himself is Sosa. He'll get fouled. He'll go to the line for 2.
Sosa a little bit out of control going to the rack, though. And Knoyer tried to back tap again from behind and ended up fouling.
They're going to call it on Jaden White. That's his 4th foul. And White's going over to the official and saying, "Me? Are you sure that was against me?" Officials come together. I think they may change this to Knoyer. Yeah, they will. Knoyer's first.
Correction, the foul called on Wesley Knoyer, number 2. It's his first personal.
And that changes a lot of things, because you would have 2 guys with 4 out there for Burrillville.
Rattling it home is Enrique Sosa, his 8th point. Pushes the lead to 2. 33-31 Shea. Even if he hits this, it's still a 1-possession game.
The rim was friendly the first time for him, not that time. Another rebound taken down by Ayotte.
Knoyer. 2:43 to go, fourth quarter regulation. Ayotte for Knoyer. Right-hand dribble. Instead kicks out for White. Tries to drive baseline. Lost the handle. Avora coming up the near sideline. Blows past us. Hits the trailer in the lane. We're going to get an offensive foul against Ogatuga, his 4th.
Boy, again, second time today, Elijah Diallo draws the charge for the Broncos. The problem was Ogatuga was kind of out of control going in there. Never got his feet underneath him. He tried to jump stop and never had the opportunity to do, and Diallo picks up the charge.
And that's why they called the offensive foul. He was out of control going into the lane. Ayotte will leave for White. Catch and shoot. That's going to be well short. Reyes Serrano grabs the rebound and will try to walk it up court for the Raiders. 2:06 to go, fourth quarter. Reyes Serrano on the crossover. Jumper. Gets the home bounce. Does Ogatuga. Lead back up to 4. Shea 35, Burrillville 31. Final minute 50 of the fourth quarter.
If you're Burrillville, no more empty trips for you. Now it's a 2-possession game with a minute 45 left.
Knoyer pull up 3 off the back iron. Offensive rebound. Hedquist in the lane. Powers his way. Diallo back for Hedquist. In the lane. Spinning off the glass and in.
Oh, what a good move by Dean Ayotte. Goes back to the left hand, and the Broncos are down by 2. With 1:34 left, it's a 30-second timeout.
1 timeout left. It's a full timeout. Shea has 3 timeouts left, all full timeouts. 94 seconds to go.
A 2-point game for the 35-33.
Avora. Left-hand dribble. Reyes Serrano. Driving the lane. Picks it up. Back out for Avora. He lost the handle, and it's going to be Burrillville basketball. Avora's trying to say it was knocked out. Officials say no. Final 77 seconds, and Burrillville with the basketball. An opportunity to tie.
Yeah, I'm surprised Shea didn't go back to that high pick and roll, try to spread them out a little bit. Oh.
Terrible pass by White to Hedquist at his feet. And Shea comes away with a steal, and we're going to get a full timeout with 61 seconds left by Coach Stephen DeMeo.
Shea High School, a full timeout.
We'll take one with them. Shea 35, Burrillville 33. Boys Division 2 on the shot clock. 63 seconds left in this game, but more importantly, Shea with the possession and the chance to extend its lead here.
Yeah, I mean, we thought that the shot clock should have been reset. However, now the shot clock down to 10.
Reyes Serrano drives the baseline. He tries to get it up. He lost possession on the putback is Ogatuga, and he missed it. 3-second differential between the game clock and the shot clock. Slow it down. 33 seconds left. You got plenty of time. White, offensive foul. He's done for the game. 29 seconds left, and it'll be Shea basketball. Oh, no, that's his fourth, not his fifth. They took that other foul back.
And now you have to, the foul game is coming here right now.
Bergen is in. DeCharo is in. For Burrillville. I would imagine, like you mentioned, Marty, you got a foul. It'll send whomever has the basketball during the foul to the line for two.
And if you're a Burrillville here, you want no jailbreaks. As here comes the
Jelinas comes in.
Offense, defense.
On the inbound. Ooh, you can hear Elijah Avora trying to call for a timeout before that foul, but instead it's a foul. It's going to be against Jack DeCharo, his first. Shea in the double bonus, so to the line for two will be Jordan Mendez.
So here's the thing, too, playing offense, defense, is you see Hedquist, Ayotte, and White ready to check in. Burrillville gets this rebound.
Jordan Mendez at the line.
You got to cross half court and call the timeout. Use your last timeout to get them in the game.
Mm-hmm. No, two. Mendez hits the first. So you luck out with Mendez hitting that shot, that free throw.
White with two plays in a row where he threw the errant pass off the ankles of Ayotte. I think it's called for the offensive here down this end. Sometimes guys try to make plays. No fault of Jaden White for trying to put the Broncos on his back, the senior guard.
Big free throw here for Jordan Mendez. He connects. Two-possession game with 27.3 seconds to go.
So Burrillville will take its last timeout, I believe, with 27 clicks left.
27 seconds to go. We're going to stay right here during this full timeout. Dare I say, Marty, those are the two biggest free throws of Jordan Mendez's career.
Oh, absolutely. If you're a senior and you know they foul the senior on the line, he was trying to call a timeout. Now he's probably saying, okay, I'm glad I didn't call that timeout as he made those free throws. Burrillville takes the last timeout, down by 4. Two schools of thought on that one where you could have kept whatever you have in your pocket saying time and situation in practice, steal or to score, then you burn your timeout, and then you set up your defense to try to steal score here. But Coach Kevin Randall now is saying this is if we get a 2, we're doing this. If we get a 3, we're doing this. And then either we got to foul right away and then have the next set. So he's going to multiple scenarios right now in that Burrillville huddle.
Right. So two things here. A, this isn't like college or NBA. The ball doesn't advance to the 28-foot line on the other side. You still have to traverse the entire floor, the entire, 40-something feet across the timeline, right? You have no more timeouts. Shea's in a double bonus, so even if you make and foul on the inbound, it's 2 shots for whomever has the basketball. So you got to hope that they miss, and you get the rebound and advance really quickly. A lot of different things, a lot of moving parts here. But one thing to remember is that Diallo can move up and down the end line. He didn't have to. White crosses the timeline. 23 on the clock. White looking for some help. Top of the key.
A 2 here will do it too. You don't have to panic and go for the 3.
Knoyer misses. Rebound. And then getting fouled going up is Hedquist. He'll go to the line for 2.
It's a smart move right there too. Like, it's a 2-possession game. You need to get points no matter what. And good job by Knoyer driving to the rack. We're going to play offense, defense again here with 12.9 seconds left. Mass substitutions ready to come in.
Matanmi with the foul. That's his 3rd. Hedquist hits the 1st. So here's the defensive substitutions for the players to commit fouls. $10 points for Hedquist. Do you make this or do you intentionally miss?
No, you make it. There's still plenty of time. Take the point. You can put the points on the board.
He'll make. Logan Jelinas checking in.
Just don't get beat long, whatever you do.
Yeah, don't allow Reyes Serrano to dump a baseball pass. Mendez and Andrade, I would imagine 2 of their better free throw shooters on the floor.
All right, bring the seniors back in.
On the inbound, Mendez gets fouled. He hit his last 2. Why not give him the opportunity to do it again?
Yeah, I'm surprised that Burrillville didn't change the press there and go to more of a deny press.
Yeah.
To try to have a problem putting the ball in instead of going to foul right away. But again, it's with your the lineup you got in there. You know.
Chanting MVP for Jordan Mendez as he puts up his first and misses.
So regardless what happens here,
it's a 1-possession game.
Burrillville will have a shot to either tie or send this game into overtime, but dare I even say win this contest.
Well, that would take a 3, and they haven't done particularly well beyond the arc tonight.
No, they're 1 for 10 in the first half. That I do know.
No timeout, so they can't call a timeout off the make. Hedquist up for Knoyer. 8 seconds to go. Back for Hedquist. Hedquist pulls up, fakes, takes a 3, gets it! 2 seconds!
Oh my goodness!
What a shot by Hedquist!
Michael Hedquist. Shot fake, man went flying by, very calmly drilled a 3, and the Broncos have a 1-point lead.
38-37. We're going to get a timeout from Coach Stephen DeMeo. We're not going to go anywhere.
No.
1.2 seconds. There should be 2 point something on the clock, but they're going to leave it at 1.2 unless the official is over there talking with the scorers right now. My goodness.
Holy cow. You know what? Again, West 2.8. Good job by you. Wes Knoyer taking his time, coming down, and that's stuff that, again, time and score. You work on in practice daily. And Burrillville has been in this role before. You know, there was a unfortunate incident for them at Brown a few years ago where there was extra time on the clock. The player threw the ball in the air. The other team got it, called timeout, and hit a shot at the buzzer to win it.
So you talk about basketball IQ for Wes Knoyer. His instinct told him, I'm going to drive the lane, they're going to collapse. When they do that, I'm going to kick out. He found Hedquist. It was Matanmi flying by him on the up fake. The student section right up against the ropes here. 2.8 seconds to go. An end line trigger for Shea.
And Shea they had 6 guys on the court. There's a guy not even on the basketball court. Not sure if he can come in right now. He's in.
Mendez is just pacing the corner right now. Burrillville, you cannot foul here. You cannot foul. Do not foul. Do not foul. The inbound knocked away. That took off 0.8 seconds. Good job by White knocking that out. Now it's 2 full seconds. And again, a final timeout by Coach Steve DeMeo. No timeouts left for either team. 2 seconds to go.
And good hands by Marty Crowley on that ball.
Great hands by Marty Crowley. Two seconds to go.
Boy, so I don't think the plan there was to inbound it to there, but the ball was tipped by White So here, if you're Burrillville, two schools of thought. Do you double a guy? Do you put your tallest guy on here to angle to not give him a free shot down the court? Yeah, it's just different school. If it's me, I'm putting somebody on the ball.
You denied.
Oh,
right.
Absolutely. I'm putting somebody on the ball, jumping, being as big as I can. Do not give the inbounder a free look going down the court. There's no way you can do that.
Put the widest body out there, which is Hedquist.
Yeah, I think.
Well, tallest. Tallest is Hedquist. Widest would be Ayotte.
Right. I mean, I would put. It didn't matter to me if I had my tallest kid on the bench. I used to throw her in there, throw him in there, and just you're jumping as big as you can.
You can hear the Burrillville student section right behind us. The sideline trigger is going to come right in front of us at the 28-foot mark on the near sideline. Jalen Andrade will step up to the sideline to trigger.
You're going to try to set us like a back screen.
Evora, Ogatuga, Sosa, and Reyes Serrano also on the floor. Baseball pass. Caught. We're going to get a foul.
It's going to be a foul.
Oh, my goodness. 1 second to go. That was a foul. He was pushed out of bounds. Who's the foul on?
Jalen White.
And he's just fouled out. Jaden White just fouled out. More importantly, to the line to shoot two is Enrique Sosa. Richard Bergen will check in. Charles Bergen, will check in. 1 second to go. Sosa to the line for two of the biggest free throws of his career. And
so Coach Randall has 20 seconds to replace the substitute. Very wisely, you have to wait 15 seconds before the substitute reports. Use it as a little mini timeout.
And that's what he just did. My goodness.
The little known rule, but oh, Lord Almighty. And it's a two-shot foul here as well.
Yes, that's the biggest problem with them being in the double bonus or giving Shea the double bonus. Oh, tie game. On a miss, you got to just tip the ball, right? You tip it up into the air. Once the ball's touched, the time starts, right? So tip it. Tip it on a miss. Don't try to grab it. If he misses, and he doesn't, he connects. One. Heave by Cournoyer, misses. Shea on two free throws by Enrique Sosa. Defeat Burrillville 39-38 in the Division II Boys Championship.
I'm speechless.
Marty, you talked about Burrillville with a heartbreaker at Brown, the ball being thrown up in the air, and then a catch and then an opportunity for a basket, and then this heartbreaker here.
Yeah, that foul got called with 1 second left down in the corner. I think if White had just stayed on him, his momentum was taking him out of bounds anyway. He just should have let it go. But obviously the competitor in you wants to make sure you're challenging that ball. And credit Sosa. And first of all, credit to both teams for a well-played, well-coached game by both programs. And it was truly a championship game. Both teams have qualified for the State Open tournament, and they will keep on playing from this point forward.
Down the stretch, Jordan Mendez hits two giant free throws to put Shea up by two. Burrillville hits a three on the other end by Hedquist to take the lead by one, only to have Enrique Sosa hit two of the biggest free throws of his career to give Shea the 39-38 victory here in the RIIL Division II Boys Championship. Stay here with us, please. We'll have the presentation of the runners-up trophy and the championship trophy. Now.
Looking forward to that 5 o'clock game if it's going to be indication the way this one went.
Oh, man. We're in for a great one. But for right now, for Marty Crowley, Tom Felice, Steve Kirk, Don Boyle back in our home studios. This is George Bannister saying thank you for tuning in. Stick around for the trophy presentation, and we'll have the 5 o'clock game after this.
At this time, ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the court for our awards presentation. Presenting the awards are the co-directors of boys basketball for the Scholastic Mike Salino. And now, on behalf of the Greatness of Rhode Island, the 2022 Boys Division II runners-up, Burrillville High School. Accepting the award of Burrillville's team captains, Deanna Leslie Chloe. On behalf of the Predators of Rhode Island, the 2022 Boys Division II champions, the Shea High School Raiders. Accept the award, Shea's team captains. Enrique Sosa and Joya Serrano.